Good morning, track fans! Yeah, we're back. Good morning. Sunday slot car sessions. Me, Pete Brown, and you guys, the slot car community, get in there. We are back after a week away to the Milton Keynes swap meet. Wow, what a gig that was. Just check my levels. Perfect. So how are you? How are you? Look at that. Oh, hello. On time, you non-believers. Yeah, who knew? Who knew? This is amazing what a weekend with Robbie Williams would do for you. Boom, straight to the set on time. So there you go. Right, there's an experience. We'll get on to that a little bit later. But what are we doing here? Yes, good morning. And you are joining me, Pete Brown, every week on Sunday slot car sessions here. So if you're new to the hobby, you just stumbled over this this channel, quickly run away before it's too late. Now, I'm only joking. Hit subscribe, like, and share, and do all that funky stuff, because we are going to get down and out on this slot car channel, slot car show, live show. I'm rambling. That's good. It means I'm having fun. Right then. So how are you all doing this morning? Sorry I wasn't here last week. As just sort of alluded to, I was at the Milton Keynes swap meet. I tell you, what a gig. And I've got haul. I bought some stuff, so I'll share that with you a little bit later. Got a little slide to show you all the cars on there and that. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely had a great time. Everyone was there. A few people weren't there, but we won't dwell on that because it is like a bit of a stretch to get to, right? Okay, let's just have a quick check. Yeah, no one's complaining that there's no sound, or actually they're starting to complain that there is sound. I haven't worked it out yet, but yeah, Milton Keynes swap meet. We'll have a little natter about that a bit later. So how are you all? What are you up to today? What's the score on the floor this morning? So we've been having quite a bit of activity going on in the WhatsApp group, the members WhatsApp group, that is. Hive of activity in there. So yeah, shout out to Lou, who's in India right now having a tour. We're seeing lots of pictures of that. That's pretty cool. And just a quick shout out to some of the silent viewers. So Paul in Mansfield, you the man. We don't forget about you, brother. Totally generous that was in November. Definitely top of my Christmas card list. Shout out to some people like Roger, my dad, and Nico, who sort of pops in when he wakes up and pops out off to work. Do you know what he said to me the other day? He goes, I said, what's happening him? He come on, he goes, oh, sorry for the delay. I got WhatsApps on my work phone. Nico, which means Oida Boy has not given anyone his own number. We've all got his work number. So I'm thinking, is that his work number while he's on shift, or is that his work number permanent? Because if that's his work number while he's on shift and he hands that phone over to someone else, we could have a lot of fun with that, couldn't we, slot car community? So what we need to do is find out when Nico's not working, oida, and then send some choice messages. Oh my God. Hello. Oh my God, he is watching. My dad, Roger, is watching. Hello. Thank you very much, mate. Check that out. I would like to say I'm going to buy some slot car stuff with it later, but I'm still waiting on a refund from a very well-known store. I've been a bit under the weather the last couple of 3 weeks with the old tooth action, but don't think that you're off the hook. I'm coming for you as of tomorrow. That's right. So anyway, thank you, Roger. That is most appreciated. Very, very kind indeed. You didn't have to. Never has to. It's not expected. It's definitely well received, though. So thank you, mate. Appreciate that. I know exactly what that's going towards. Tires. Right. Here's the man. Right. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Can't even remember. So let's get on to it. Hey, who liked the NSR advert? Prototypes are coming in. Hello. Gifted a Track Fans membership. Someone scooped that up. How do I put that on the screen? Oh, here we go. There you go. So I think someone can scoop that up by hitting the 3 dots at the top of the live chat bit, and you'll go, Ian. Ian is here. Ian, I need your help, Ian. Hold on. Ian. Firestone Bridge Walk 007. Got this bit here, right? And you stick that bit on there. Yeah, you stick that bit on there. And then this butts up to it like this. Like that. And then this bit goes in there. Sugar. Oh, this is like trying to make it in front of you is incredible. And then this bit goes on there, doesn't it? What I'm missing is that bit. The bit that goes on there, i.e. that bit, that sticky up bit. Ian, are you watching? Ian, Doug, Ian, Timmy. If you've got a spare one of those bits, that is going to absolutely accelerate Wide on Wednesdays. So I'll give you a shout afterwards. I'll leave these here actually, right next to the Tony Tibbs stickers that are now 3 weeks old. So Daz, I'm on it, mate. I'm on it. I don't want to forget. So I'll just keep it here for the moment while we're chatting. Oh, this isn't bad actually. If I if I dribble now, then it's going to catch it. Stop it. I've lost my mouse now. All right, let's get in. Let's say hello to some people. See, I was here early. I was here on time early. Right then, so we had a couple last night. That was cool. Rob Sale kicking it off this morning. Oh no, Des kicking it off this morning. Here he is. Good morning. Good morning. Route through these. We get on with the show. It's going to be awesome. Right then, yes, don't forget to like and subscribe. As Des says, follow Des's lead. Des is the man. Shall we have a bit of tunage on here? I've just realized it's just, I got here on time and I'm pretty much set up, but exactly. There's some of that going on. Right then. So yeah, here we go. So morning, Rob. How you doing? Good morning, Tara. Looking down the barrels of a new kitchen at home. That would be awesome. Make sure they leave enough space so you can get a little rally circuit in the corner. Good morning, Yanto. Well wishes to Yanto, my favourite pirate mate. I'm para, mate. Sorry, para, not pirate. Oh, there's a fine line. He has had an operation this week, so he is on the recovery session. So get well soon. Dirty para. I mean, great friend. Yes, good. Get well soon. There's no rivalry banter between me and Yanto, regimental or anything like that. Hang on a second. Have I got it round here somewhere? Just quick flash of the green jacket shield for you. I think you've been gone way too long without seeing it, Yanto. All right, I'll send you a picture in a minute in WhatsApp. Good morning, Andy. How you doing? Good morning, Rob. Rob Crossland as well. I hope you're feeling better. It was lovely to see you and Alexis last week at the swap meet in Milton Keynes. That was great. And fair play for getting down there. And I won't tell you. I'll tell everyone next week with your blessing, of course, where you were in between doing. Genius. I mean, if there was balls, I'm going to tell them anyway. So anyway, Rob comes over and he sat there. We're having a chat behind the table in the swap meet, and he says, "Well, I'll have to get off in a bit, Pete." I was like, "You're all right, mate," because it'd been he'd had a few days rough, and he's yeah. He goes, "I've got to check out." I said, "Check out? Why'd you get a hotel? You only live in like Bedford. What are you doing getting a hotel here?" Milton Keynes to Bedford is about 30-minute drive, just for those who aren't familiar with the geography. So I'm like, "You got a hotel?" He's like, no, I've been in hospital for the last couple of days. He goes, and I snuck out to come here. I've got to sneak back in to be discharged and go home. Yes, Rob. Yes. 100 out of 10 for commitment. He sneaks out of the hospital and it goes to the swap meet with his getaway driver, Alexis. And then they'd like sneak back in the hospital to be discharged and sort of say, oh, yeah. I feel much better now. Let me discharge. He's like proper exhausted because he's been traipsing around the swap meet all weekend. Brilliant, Rob. Brilliant. That is commitment right there. You know, that's the sort of thing I hear from Fox and Walls down under. It's like, got to get there. The people need to see it. So on that note, I've got the VT and I'll get on with that and I'll have that video probably by the end of this week because great news. I mean, it's a bit of a pain in the proverbial because when the tooth flared up, probably, 3 or 4 weeks ago now, I've done 3 weeks of 3 different types of antibiotics. I've had abscesses twice. And then last Monday, I went for the extraction and he numbed it all up and he's hanging off it. And I'm like, ah! He goes, I'll get a different grip. I went, you'll get no grip. That really hurts. Anyway, long story short, apparently it's still infected. So tooth is still in. It's gone, as in the infection. So I'm going to call him tomorrow and try and get it removed. Lively. So, but where I was going with this was because I haven't been able to make content because I couldn't laugh. I can feel it, but it's not nowhere near as bad as it was. Anyway, because I haven't been able to make content properly, like with my usual zany self, I've had a work project to learn about, which is like reactive fire coatings, paint, reactive fire protection, big business actually. So I've been learning that and I passed with flying colors on Friday. I set myself, I had to do a presentation to the technical director and I passed. 90% was excellent apparently. So now I've got that under my belt and I've done that. I got more time, face permitting. So actually kind of like, I know it's a bit inconvenient not doing content, but it's really played a part and a purpose in me having that learning. So every cloud, as they say, has a silver lining. All right, what are we looking at then? So we said hello to Andy. I'm losing my trace here. Oh yeah. Looking down the comments now. What sweepstake is this? Yeah. Here we go. 807. Loser. 803. Not as big a loser as Tara, but loser. Yeah, here we go. Oh, you non-believers. 805. Loser. Yeah, no one else wanted to fall on the sword. Not even Lucifer Raceway. Good morning, Anders. How are you doing, my friend? Lovely to have your company. And good morning, Fox and Walls. There you go. There they are. Snicking in. Steve, SPB Slots is here. He smashes out scenery. I'll tell you what, right? And Albert, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for you, Alb. How you doing, mate? You all right? How's Frankie? How's Wilf and Raster? Good morning, Slot. He's you can tell it's getting a bit more mild and warmer in the shed. He's braving it out earlier now. He was nearly late. Well, I was not late today. Sorry guys, got go an emergency run to work for granddaughter. We'll catch up later. Woo. Well, I hope she's all right, my friend. Okay, and Nan and Rich are in the house, Albert. Nan and Rich are in the house, so you best stop swearing, young man. I tell you, Mum, potty mouth that Albert. Honestly, potty mouth. He just can't help himself. He's like, Benny, good morning. Good morning, Brads and Benny. You're the same person. What's this here? Had 4 little grandkids over yesterday. Turned into hours of slot car fun. Hide the good stuff. Let them run the unbreakable NASCARs. Yes. The other thing is it's a slot car education race in NASCAR, isn't it? Because we all know NASCARs don't go around corners. So extra good for crashing. Have some of that, please. It's race day today, and Ruben was up before me. That sounds like drag racing at Brentford. Oh, I struggle with this. I'm going with Brentwood. Please shoot me up in the comments. I'll get to it in about 5 years. Gaz is here. We haven't seen Gaz in a little while. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Look, Steve's here. He's come to see a segment. Steve? Yep, I'm still listening for the ping with the Wheeler Dealer shots on it. I'm not sure it come over this weekend. I thought we turned the corner. No, still need to be reminded. Yep. Okay, next week it is. Right, there you go. So just clearing up with Steve there. And Mr. D, is it Brentwood? Yes, Brentwood. I was right. I don't know if I've ever told you the story of Brentford. Well, for those out of the country, right? Brentford is West London. Brentwood is East London. Anyway, right, when I started my business, I'll tell you this and then we'll get on to the show. Absolutely hilarious. You're going to love this. This is classic Pete. Oh. Anyway, right, we got this gig. It was the month before I started my business, and I don't mind talking about this now because the guys that I'd left a company to start my business are a bunch of crooks. Yeah, and if you're watching this, you're all crooks, villains. I don't care what you think. Anyway, enough of that bravado. Anyway, so a friend of mine who I worked with on and off for a while had got a very, very close relationship with the tie rack group. You remember the tie rack? Them things we used to wear in the office. And they said to him pretty much, we won't deal with you. We don't want to deal with that company, this company. We're dealing with you. We're people. So he's like, I need an outlet to sell them tiles because I ain't got one. So I said, yeah, I'm your man. So we shot off down to Brentwood. So our classic, I'm like, right, because growing up in Essex a little bit here and there, I'm shooting down to Brentwood, aren't I? So we've gone from Northampton, round the A14, down the M11, heading towards East London. And I said to Matt, I said, what's the postcode? Just so we can get a little appreciation. Now we're sort of within 40, 45 minutes away. He gives me the postcode. And oh, that doesn't look right. In the sat nav, Matt, it's West London. It's West London. And it's like 8 a.m. in the morning. Everyone who has driven around the M25 at 8 a.m. in the morning knows what that is. It's a car park. So I'm like mega gig, big gig, like international rollout program across airports, transportation hubs. This is a big deal. And Twinkle Toes is heading to the wrong side of the smoke at the wrong hour of the day. Long story short is that we made it to Brentford, but 10 minutes late. And if you're in London, you can get away with being about half an hour late. It's acceptable because of traffic. Man alive. I'm not saying anything, but I might have stretched a few speed limit laws. God knows how I didn't get a ticket. I have no idea how I didn't get a ticket. But talking about tickets, the hottest ticket in town, and I'm going to do this now because he's going to fast realize that he hasn't got a video in tow, is I think that we should have a little snip here from our good friend, Steve at Staffs. All righty, nice one, Steve-O. So we'll just remove that from the studio. Lovely job. Get the tunes back on the go. We are on fire today, I tell you. So sorry I didn't do a show last week. Just to put a caveat in the joint. I was at Milton Keynes Swap Meet, as you well know, with Robbie Williams. Everyone, now I'm so sorry to all of the wives and girlfriends that queued up outside for 6 hours to have photos and autographs with the one and only Mr. Williams, to be greeted with a Welsh cover band, Robbie Williams. Welsh cover band. That is hilarious. Can imagine the vehement disappointment by everyone when they turned up to see Robbie. That was great fun, Robbie. I had such a good time hanging out with you for the day. Brilliant stuff. Anyway, talking about brilliant stuff, there's only one reason a lot of us come here for, and that is to encourage the next generation of young track fans. But before we get on to those, who put this slide in here? Hang on. Mark, what are you doing? I think Mark and Rick have got in my mainframe. They've managed to... What have you done? So normally we start the show with young track fans, but it seems to have been ambushed and infiltrated by the slotcarmagazine.co.uk. Unbelievable. You've got to wait your turn. I'll tell you, if he wasn't a plastic policeman, I would literally be round there, but he is, so I'm not. Well, since you're on the screen, everyone, if you're into slot cars, and now I did say if the internet goes down, but someone said, oh, download it and you can still read it. So for all of those flippant clever clogs out there, if the power cut happens and there is no downloaded offline version of the Slot Car magazine, then you can pick up your analog copy right here. Is this the latest one? I have the latest one. There it is. Look at that bad boy. You have got some stuff going on in there. That's all you're getting. Oh, hang on. Is that a centerfold? Oh, please. I'm going to show you centerfold, guys. Look at that. Oh, my God. Lovely. P4. I mean, if you're just waking up and you've seen the notification Sunday Slot Car Sessions and me, Pete Brown, is on, and you just fire it up and look, you see that. I mean, that's going to set you up for the day, right? Not as much as the slotcarmagazine.co.uk will, but that is for you to buy from their website. Or if you're on a reseller like Pendle, you can drop one in your basket and you're away, ready for when there's a power cut. Not an internet outage, a power cut. When there's really nothing you can do other than use a petrol lawnmower or read slotcarmagazine.co.uk. But moving swiftly on, young track fans, good morning, everyone. Right, here we go. Nice tanks on that beauty. Exactly what I thought, DK. Bo Momo is in. Good morning, Bo. We're just shouting out to the young track fans. And in the chat with us this morning is Albert, is Wilf, and is Raymond. Good morning, everyone. They're my three mega nephews, if you didn't know. Proper track fans. Anyhow, right, let's go. Lewis, Eleanor, good morning. Liam, good morning. Jacob and Benji Edwards, good morning to you. Oh, got a feeling we're going to see each other in the next few weeks. What do you reckon? I've got a feeling it's going to happen. Good morning, Ruben, who's looking down the barrels of going back to school tomorrow. Have a great time, Ruben. School rocks. You'll fast realise by the time you're about 21, 22, that school was the place to be. No bills, no worries, maximum fun. So enjoy every minute of school. I'll tell you, it's the place where all your mates go. You know, it's the social life school, and you get to learn a few things while you're there. Where are we up to then? Good morning, Jack. Good morning, young Rowan. Good morning. I don't know if he's watching with his dad or if he's up in the house eating a nice egg and bacon banjo, as they call it. Good morning, Elliot. Good morning, Mia. Good morning, Jacob. Good morning. I just need to take that down. Ford, our youngest track fan at the moment. He is the proud grandson of Mr. D. So I'm not sure. I reckon Ford is pulling the trigger later with his dad, a mum and granddad. Good morning to Owen, Mason. Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, Leo. Good morning, Cameron. Leo and Cameron, my older track fans. Legends, nevertheless. Good morning, Jacob and Emily. Good morning, George. Good morning, Olivia. Good morning, CJ. Hang on a second. We got CJ, Hazel, and Sienna Rose. They are in Peterborough. We got Archie, Maskin, and Teddy, who are grandsons or grandkids of Robbie Williams. Would you believe? I've been calling them nephews all this time, but he's hoodwinked us, everyone. He's the granddad. He tried to generationally lower himself. Unbelievable. Anyway, good morning, Jacob, Emily, George, Olivia. Good morning, Stanley, and good morning, Sophia and Logan. I think we've got everyone there. I think we've covered everyone off. So we'll do that. Lovely job. Right. So good morning, everyone. DK, I've got an hour. Oh, come on. Bacon and egg sandwich. What are you doing? Yes. Hang on. Did I see... What? Legend. I was going to call you today. How are you doing, Rahul? My man. It's been a difficult few weeks, Rahul. Believe. Anyway, how are you, buddy? Look at this. Got my right-hand man on the screen. It's been a busy couple of months for the both of us, I think, but we're getting there, hey? Nice. Right, now we've got all of that sort of chucked out there. I can't believe Rahul's here. Top drawer. Good morning, bruv. All right, then. So we've got a few days out to consider, whether you're in the Midlands, the South, whether you're in whatever. We've got a few places that we can go. So all happening. Let me just check the date on this. Not next weekend, but the weekend after. 2 weeks, yesterday and today. 2 weeks, yesterday and today. And that first one we'll talk about is Rockingham Slot Car Club. I haven't been here in a little while, actually. I must admit, I've just run out of cash leading up to through it late last year. Cash and mental problems, probably more the latter, but won't dwell on it because that's bad karma. Anyway, Rockingham Slot Car Club are having an open day where you can come down and you can check out. Well, I'm actually going to take my face off the screen for a minute. So you've got in the top left-hand corner, the Scalextric, 1 in 32 racing. Brilliant stuff that is. Very technical track. It's what we use every week. It's what the guys use nationally for GT3 championships, Polycar championships, the American Pie event, and the Winter Classics. So well-used track, very well-used track. Now, I believe the fees, I believe the cost for the day is £5, but I might get corrected by anyone who knows better. You can find information out on Facebook or rockinghamslotcarclub.co.uk, or you can leave me a comment if you're watching this back, a comment, not a live chat, and I'll pick it up and I'll relay it and I'll get you in touch with the right powers that be, which is a gentleman called David Farrow. So you can race on the Scalextric in the top left, which is huge. You can have a race on the, whatever you call that one in the bottom left. I call it the black track, but I'm sure there's a proper name for it. I'm going to get nailed now in the comments. And then you can have a go on the rally stage track, the one on the right there. Now, this is interesting because I've been going there a few years. I didn't know it existed. And then they hoisted it down from the ceiling. I was like, wow, there's another track here. But I never had a go on it. So maybe if I've got the capacity, I don't know if I can get there. Anyway, we'll sort it out later. But you got a open day there at Rockingham coming up in a couple of days. Get in there. I am good, thanks, Rahul. I just saw your comments there, mate. You've been underwater with work. Oh man, alive. So have I. I've been learning about fire fire protection, and that is big business following Grenfell Tower, the disaster we had here a few years ago in West London. Tower burnt down, many people fatal. So since then, there's been a big spotlight on what's happening with fire, and that's what I've been learning. And mate, I tell you what, talk about, I'm close your ears a second, certain people, I'm a big capitalist, right? Fire protection is where it's at if you're in that mindset. But anyway, back on task. So Rockingham Slot Card Club are opening the doors. They would love for you to come down and see. Sorry, if I forget to put the comments back on the screen, you got to tell me. I'm a one-man band here. I haven't got a team. I sacked him because they wouldn't get on board. I sacked him because they kept putting up Mickey Mouse stuff, not Slotcast stuff. I wouldn't have it. The next place to have a little... So I have to look, because it normally means if I get a message or a call at this time of a Sunday morning, somebody's watching the show and I've done something wrong. So let's go to the next event. So that is the 7th of March, not next week, but the week after. Saturday, social. So it's not going to interfere with any race schedules or anything like that. So brilliant that is. They open the doors. Lady Godiva, £5 to get in, and you're away. Good afternoon, John. How you doing? And Shane. Good morning, Shane. Nice to have your company. Good show the other day. Good show. I can't watch it live anymore because I haven't got a TV license, so I have to watch on catch up. Or I have the TV Gestapo around here trying to find me and throw me in jail, because I will not subscribe to the BBC. Utter fake news garbage. Anyway, what is not fake news is the fact that Ian and Doug, Ian, is in the chat with us. Cheers, Shane. Nice one. Good to have you. Hubcakes. I like it. So Ian and Doug, now they've got their new unit on the go, and they would love to invite you for a session over at their place. This sounds exciting, right? Over at their place to see what they're doing, have a tour. They've got competitions, they've got food, they've got giveaways, and they are seriously good fun to hang out with. I've had the fortune and the pleasure to hang out with them on a few times that we've worked together, and a few times we haven't worked together, and they are literally consistent. So if you want to see what they're about, it's 12 till 4, so nice and social, got enough time to get down there. It's the same day, alas, as Rockingham, but these are south, Rockingham's Midlands. You might be into scenery, you might be more into racing, so why not check out what you're into? I'm sure they might have another open day towards the end of the year, so we can swap around and do the alternative to what we did this time round. Brilliant effort, though. I think this is the way forward for up-and-coming brands and manufacturers here in the UK, or even trade outlets. Like you've got people like Roger Barker do the egg extravaganza, the Easter special. And you've got, he also does November, the fireworks extravaganza. What's this here? Australia used to have TV licenses until about 1971. And then no one paid for it because it was just a load of baloney. And there you go. Right, we need to cancel ours. I mean, seriously, what are we paying for? Absolutely nothing. I think there was about 3 new programs at Christmas, and everything else was a repeat. So we just cancelled it. We just went, what are we paying for here? We're paying for this baloney. Utter useless. So we're out. So I can't watch live TV. And there's an irony in that, right? Because I used to have a second monitor just to the side of the screen here, where I'd have the live stream playing, because the live chat in the software I use, you can't see what type of emojis people are posting. It comes out as a written text. So it's like semicolon, hyphen, a double bracket, and whatever, which is the code for that emoji. So I can't see it. So I used to have a second monitor on, to see how long the delay was, the lag, because there is a lag between streaming and the broadcast, and B, to see what type of emotion people were putting in. Now, because I ain't got a TV license, I can't watch that. I can't have that my show live while I'm broadcasting, because I'm technically watching it live. I can broadcast live, but I can't watch my monitor for the show live. Someone make that make sense in the comments. And that is why I'm not paying my TV license, because there's no business acumen in that whole barrel of rats called the BBC. So, talking about barrel of rats, you ain't going to find some rats, but you will find a barrel bar available at Magnetic Racing. And we'll come back to Mag Fans a bit later, because they've launched the new product, which I want to show you to encourage you to get down there in 2 weeks yesterday. Right. So if you're then thinking, well, that was good fun, I really like their open day. On the Sunday, the 8th, you can whip over a county or two and get to the Weevils swap meet. So Weevils also having a open day. They're classing it as a swap meet. Well, that's not bad. So are you doing tables down there? Can we get a table? Can we buy a table to sell our slot cards at your shop? If we can't, it's not technically a swap meet, is it? It's a Weevils event. So just careful on the terminology, because you'll get people turning up with tables and boxes and stuff. Pete Shepherd's got his boot loaded already, ready to get down there and start doing some stuff. What's this here? Antenna, £33 antenna, and I get a bunch of free TV. Many channels suck, though. Yeah. I know the feeling on that. I mean, who wants to watch gold? Mag Racing is 150 miles away from me. Are you actually working on that day, Daz, or are you off on that day? Are you in or off on that day? Could you make it if you had? We don't need no education. We don't need no thought patrol. We don't need... Name that tune. Dun, 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 dun. I get copyrighted now because that was such a good mock imitation, wasn't it? It says traders on the posters. Get in there. You're right. See, it's right in front of me. Well done. So traders can go. Doors open at 9, from 9 o'clock. Yeah, you've got an hour and a half to set up. That'll be interesting then. Right. So game on. If you're on the South Coast, in the vicinity of Brighton, Burgess Hill, Eastbourne, Hastings, Crawley, Horsham, Guildford, Pease Pottage. See how good I'm getting with the geography around there now, because I've been driving around it for a few months. This is for you. Get down there, support the guys. Lovely stuff. Okay, right. So move on then. Oh, here we go. Right. So if you're in a little bit more advanced slot car racer and you want to race against the best. Well, step right up, because I'll just take my face off the screen for this, just so you can see all of the details there. So the digital boys are at it again. Nick Kurzweil is putting on at a location in Northamptonshire here, which is perfect for me. It's Ecton Village, everyone, NN6. So this is a way off in August, the 15th and 16th. But if you do digital, if you race digital, then you know that you need about that length of time to start getting your car built, dialed in, practiced on, retweaked, and whatever else you need to do. I've seen it in the slot forum website under the events section. You'll find this, a Bathurst 12-hour digital endurance. So it is cars are to be built to the Disca GT3 Euro Series version 8.6 rules using the NSR 3024 King 17K motor. Right, it is going to be ace. There's going to be 4 lanes. It's a Ninko digital using the Slot It Oxygen digital system. Woo! New Oxygen event. Right, if you want to be involved in it, head over to, I leave a comment in this show, and maybe one of the Disco boys will pick it up, or you can send me an email or a message and I will get it over to them. But we do know this is going to be big. This is going to be well traveled for. You're going to have well-established teams from the UK and further afield. You're very likely to find some Europeans maybe coming over to it. I don't know. But yeah, if you're interested, get your bookings in now and speak to Nick. So fantastic. Oh, there you go. Thank you very much. See? It's traditional that someone hits a roux at Bathurst. Ah. No, Steve. You've read this wrong. Your favorite mountain is Mount Paranoid. Back in the day, brother. Back in the day. All right, then. It's cool. It's cool to share my MK haul. Get a TFTV team. No, they won't allow me in. They will not allow me into that. Oh, my God. They've seen me racing. They definitely won't let me in. And I could try and backdoor my attendance by getting a couple of you guys to enter the race and then turn up unannounced. They'd disqualify the team and show us out the door with pitchforks and everything. No, I'm not. I am definitely not digital racing material. I can't even hold it on a wood track, let alone a plastic track digital. Actually, maybe that's where I'm going wrong. Maybe because I've been trying this wood track business for years. Maybe I need a stint on a plastic track. Maybe something like what's Mark's club? What's that called? Is it Nascot Wood? They run a Ninko. Is it Ninko they run down there? Yeah, maybe like that. Or someone who's got a plastic track somewhere. So I'm laughing. Weevils is 204 miles away. It gets from bad to worse, doesn't it? It's like it's 150 miles to Mag fans. And then the next slide is like, this is 204 miles away. Wow, I didn't realize that Mag fans was that close. 150 miles. I mean, that's a day's work here. I tell you what we are watching, actually. We started to watch last night. I was just reading the comments there. We'd started to watch F1 with Brad Pitt and whoever else is in it. I can't work it out, but I like that. We're an hour in. It's like 2 and odd hour film, but we're an hour in. Don't know if you've seen it. Well worth a watch so far. It's well worth a watch. It reminds me very much of Days of Thunder. Whereas, you know, the guy turns up, wrecks a few cars and then becomes the best. So we're in that wrecking the cars and he's trying to win his teammates round. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. All right. I'm telling you now, don't spoil it. Please. Beg you. Right. What did I get from MK Hall? MK Swap Meet. Sorry. Hit me up with what you got in the meantime. This is what I got. Look at those beauties. I can see some people scratching their heads going, why has he got those cars? It doesn't make sense. Well, it's a little experiment I'm doing. So digital racing, very cool. Issue I'm having is when I'm like knocking around with the young'uns and we're playing and they go, right, I don't want this car now. I want that car. And you're like, oh, I've got to dial this in now. I've got to change some settings on the software. So I've got to change the car to the controller, to the person. Then I've got to change the power settings because they can't be trusted anything over 33%. And then I've got to make sure that it is reading that power change. And then by the time you've done that faffing around for a few minutes, the kids are bored. Yeah, I'm bored. So what I thought I'd do was buy a colour, lots of colour cars. And therefore, if you pick up the controller that has the blue hand ribbon, guess what? It's dialed into them blue cars. So pick a blue car and be done with it. Preferably trying to get them all the same. So it's an experiment I'm looking at. Oh, a police car. A police car. Get crazy and get yourself a Carrera digital track for your family room. Well, Mrs. Brown is going away in a couple of weeks. She's going to Melbourne, everyone. Mrs. Brown will be in Melbourne. God help your souls. But eagle-eyed Daz, boom, spotted the Vectra from the hall. Okay. Unbelievable. You cannot write a story on it. I've dropped my pride and joy. There, the Vectra. Nice. Proper cool. Now, one thing that I'm a bit concerned about is it's got that kind of peroxide-y yellowing. Do you know the sort of one where your old white cars go bit yellowish? Now, I quickly Googled online, you know, the oracle of all information. How can I fix the car? And it said, it's quite interesting actually. It said you can either put it into some peroxide stuff, which sounds very healthy, or you can put it in direct sunlight. Now, that's not going to work because I think sunlight's caused it. But if you put it in the peroxide, you're going to lose all the decals. Therefore, I'm a bit reluctant because I like it. I don't want to redecal it. Who knows? Yeah, that's right. They were back in the day when you could get a ride in the police car and then you didn't get charged. Lots of rides in police cars, never charged. It was all very civil and grown up. And nowadays you get charged for posting your concerns on social media. So there you go. Right, here we are. So that is my haul. Trying a color-coded digital system. Going to be progressing that through the summer. It's an ongoing project, probably take a year or two to come to fruition. Just because, you know, pace of buying cars, I've got enough to see if the experiment will work now. So hopefully the experiment will work and that will make life a lot easier. I'm half watching this. Why? What are you doing with the other half of your time? Are you cooking your dad breakfast? Exactly. Can we arrange a tour of slot car tracks for Mrs. Brown to race on? I'm telling you now, mate. I mean, just no offense. She'd rather have a shave of a broken bottle than go around to slot car tracks. I'm telling you now, literally no chance. Lovely offer though, my friend. And I will take you up on that. And when I come over in a few years, when I can afford to. Problem is I've got a slot car addiction and we all know what that's like. The slot car addiction with no cash. I ain't got talent, that's for sure. I need to, yeah. And then when I find out whitened, quite a few need enough to cover, and she'll need to pop the screen off. Okay, cool. Cheers. I was thinking maybe if I could get this whitened correctly, I could possibly use the same stuff on this enamel here and get that whitened as well. I think coffee and cigarettes is not doing me any favors right now. I need to find out what toothpaste Slot R uses and SPB Steve Slots and get some of that in. Seems to work for them boys. Was that civil police cars or military police cars? Oh, Des. Oh, Des, why would you say something like that? I hadn't thought about military cars. Oh my word. I got a feeling a new can of worms has just popped open, huh? I'm in a police car every time I go somewhere. Are you a cop? Are you one of the feds? Gonna have to watch myself here. I thought we was I thought we got through this with Roger Barker being retired. Thought we were off the hook. I mean, you could think about Mark from slotcarmagazine.co.uk, but he's a plastic copper, so we don't really care. And he can't chase anyway because he's old and decrepit. So we can escape from him if there was a run. If we had to run for it, I can make 2 lampposts and he can only make 1. And then by the time he gets to the second one, I'll have made him a cup of tea to get over the whole ordeal of us doing chases again. You can imagine it, couldn't you? Like both of us with a stitch after running the distance of a lamppost. I always said though, right? This was one of my one of my advices as a fitness instructor in the army when we're teaching people how to get fit again from long illness or whatever it may be. And I used to say, well, it's dead easy. All you got to do is you got to run and walk. But if you're coming back from an injury, or if you're trying to rehabilitate your ligaments, your muscles, your bones, whatever, I'd always say walk and fast walk. And then after a period of time, fast walk and run. But you do it, lampposts is your marker, because what distance is a lamppost? It's about 20 meters, something like that. You dinosaurs, let me know what that is in foot. But, the rest of the world, about 20 meters. So you're walking 20 meters. Then actually, walk for 2, run for 1. Walk for 2, run for 1, or fast walk. You see, you break that ratio down. And that will get you back in the game after a few weeks. Well, that is not a bad shout, Daz. So anyway, enough for the fitness lesson. That is not a bad shout, because I might have actually booked on holiday the same week off. Holidays always run smooth. I've got a bit to do. I've got bits of... I might be having a rejig down here in the studio during that week. Just throwing it out there. I don't know. But that's not a bad show, actually. Spend a couple of days on the road, getting out there, doing some members tracks, tour the track. Because you got Lou, got Steve at SPB, got Rob Sale, got Yanto, got Keith, got Crossland, Robber. I'm definitely not going to Valleys. Robbie, I spent enough time with you last weekend, all right? You've had your share. That is not a bad day. What's this here? Military, police, Land Rovers, easy to be thrown out of the back. Oh, sorry, jump out of the back. Is that what you used to say to yourself? To be fair, when they picked me up, drunk as a skunk, they'd throw me in and they'd throw me out. I had a Crown Victoria P71 retired car with new modifications. Nice. You just need more magnets, Pete. Yeah, I'll put more magnets on, kettles on. Love it. Get more magnets. I'm going to put it underneath this, underneath the company car. What is this here? Slot Car 2021. Everyone has a new logo. I like it. And he's managed to get a Pit Babe on there as well. You's going to... Oh, okay. That is not a bad shout. Hygienist. Yes. I think they've got one in the new dentist that I've been signed up to. That was pretty funny. Have you got your medical records? No, they're in Belgrade. What? I said my dentist in Belgrade. Why would you do that? Why? Because you lot are expensive. What are we doing here? Dental show or a slot car show? Let's go. Let's get back on point. Hello, Wheeler Dealer. So we're enjoying these slot car wheels from the Wheeler Dealer this week. As you can see, he's had a few things on his mind and didn't send me any slot car wheels to share with you guys. So a little bit of a light picking on the Wheeler Dealer section this week. I'm sure us lot, and in the chat you lot, we can fill the blanks on this one. We can fill the gaps. Yeah. What happened in this scene? I'll tell you what happened. there was a picture here. What it is he's got a Maserati with his 5-spoke deep dish rims on, but then there was a massive blizzard come in. There's a big whiteout and just ruined the photography. Oh, hello. we've all done this, mate. We've all been here. I remember Brandon Block, right? He ordered a fridge once. He told me, he goes, I ordered a fridge, Pete. And but I can't remember it because we've been on a session. He goes, I got a knock on the door on Wednesday. I'm literally destroyed from the weekend. He goes, and there's a guy stood there with a fridge freezer. He goes, what's that? Because that's literally how you feel in them days. And that day is like, what's that? Oh, who are you? Who are you? I didn't call anyone. I'm hiding. And he goes like, you ordered a fridge. He's like, no, I didn't. Because you did. You know, Brandon. He's like, I put it in there. And he went back to bed. So God knows what you've ordered, mate. It's probably actually Scalextric sending you a car, but have found a new, cheaper route to go through Ireland or something like that. Who knows? I think they've come out of the blocks this year, haven't they, Scalextric? I mean, talk about great releases. Right, seriously great releases. And do you know what? I mean, I've got a special package from them right here, look. So, I have a little unboxing video to do later now that I can talk, smile, and be enthusiastic. I wonder what they've sent me. I could look on the label, but what's the fun in that? That was a Vectra police car, my friend. That was Paul. Just in case you missed it because you was eating some rabbit food. There it is. BMB, apparently. Brand new box. I don't know. I got it off a good-looking singer replica, the Australian Robbie Williams. Pretty sure that is a fairly rare car. Okay, well, we best keep it safe then. All right, then. So there you go. That is our contribution from the man, the myth, the legend at Staff's Slot Cars. So since he's thrown us a Burton and given us no content, what we'll do in his segment is we'll have the Tony Tibbet sticker competition, everyone. Right, who wants competition then? So we're going to do it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I need a bit of pen and paper. Oh, right, on the back of the sticker. Why not? Okay. Oh. And we'll go for... pen stopped working. Right. Track itch. Yeah, it's coming. Don't you worry. It's coming. Anyway, right. So if you want a pair of Tony Tibbet stickers, we're going to do the whole number in the chat thing. So I've written a number on the back of each of these. So whoever gets the number right wins the stickers. The number range. So for those of you who don't know what's going to happen now, when I say go, you're going to have a guess on a number. You type a number in the chat between 1 and 30. 1 and 30. And then when I see the numbers pop up, I'm going to stop it and read out the name of the person who's won the stickers. 2 numbers, 2 stickers, 2 winners. Bring it on, babies. Right then, numbers between 1 and 30. Go! Oh, that ain't bad. That ain't a bad guess. Right, we'll see how far the lag. Oh, 7. I thought you wrote 71 there, Keith. Okay, hang on. Who was that? Yeah. Yeah. Keep going. Come on, boys. Keep going. Come on. We're almost there. Come on. All right. There is, of course, the adage. I might have missed one. But as it stands, no one has got it yet. Oh, stop! We've got 2 winners. All right. We've got a couple of winners. Brilliant. Right. Here we go. I'm just going to make sure that I've got the winners right. Okay. So. The people that love stickers have won stickers. Okay. Right. So just. All right. So you can help me out going through the chat to see who won. I got the first winner of number 12. As Fox and Walls. And then I got the second winner at number 26. It was a little bit on in there. It took a bit of time to get there. But we did get there. And it was, I believe, Slot Car 2021. So just let me know if I've got that right. Because I'd hate to award somebody the prize who didn't deserve the prize. Awesome competition. Well done, guys. Yep, Fox and Walls, Slot Car 2021. Thank you very much. So, Paul, you got the circle. Fox and Walls, you got the rectangle. And what I'll do is, you never know, you might get a little bonus package with the stickers. Right then, cool. Well done, guys. Great competition. Absolutely spot on. So that's what we did in the absence of the Wheeler Dealer session. Sorry, Steve, but, had to move on. Right then, so we had a great time last week. As you can see, I'm just dropping in some of the traders through the content now rather than having a block session at the end. Really nice to catch up with the Racing Room extras. Tom and his wife were there. As you can see, they had a big stand, bustling with products. Really useful. They're pre-painted, I tell you. Easy to affix and just good. There's nothing wrong with you painting them to your own requirements. But if you're not savvy with that, if you maybe have dexterity issues or you can't use your hands very well, this sort of thing might appeal. Or if you're absolutely rubbish at any kind of creative art or painting or anything like that, this is a tonic. So, yeah, it was great to see him. He was down there, his wife. There was a lot of people down at that swap meet, A lot of people went. I think it could have been more, but it was biblically raining. Yeah, absolutely. Paul, I'll arrange the autograph for you. Whose autograph did you want? Yeah, it's biblically raining. So I think that, like in the local area, you have parents and stuff, and they might look at the local rag, the paper, or go on the local groups on social media, go, right, what are we going to do? Where are we going to take Johnny and Sally, the kids, this weekend? God, we need to keep them active. We need to get them out and keep them busy and occupied and entertained. Like leeches, children are leeches on your own energy supply. So what do? We could take them down that Scalextric event there. So I think that because of the massive biblical rain, it wiped out all of those kinds of people that might have attended on a whim of checking it out, what it was like. But that being said, there was, considering the weather, a huge turnout. There is a real healthy appetite for the slot car hobby at the moment, an absolute appetite. You had people there, all ages, all walks of life, having the best time. It was nice and warm in there as well, which was good, because sometimes in a big, lofty leisure centre main sports hall, because they're tall ceilings, it can be a bit drafty and a bit cool. It wasn't. It was nice and warm, and it made the whole event, having a celebrity on the stand, totally bearable. We were right opposite this piece of eye candy for a store as well. And just looking, it's really weird because when you look at something and then you look at it again later and then look at it again and later, you start to see more detail. It's like watching a movie or the TV series for a second or a third time. You start to see all the bits that you missed through the initial excitement of following the story and being enticed into it. And the same with this is you see little bits of detail, like some things I missed were in the you can see on the black cabinet stand, the top shelf furthest to the left is a series of red road signs. I never saw all of the road signs before. I'd only seen a couple of them laid out in a diorama. It was excellent. They got some really good stuff. So everything is there, as I say in the comment, at the racingroomextras.com. Check it out now. It's a nice alternative offer to what's gone out there. Hey, you've got to give credit where credit's due, though. So Des in the chat with us right now. Desmond. His comments just gone here. This guy here. I love it. Desmond Red Torino slots. There you go. Because he is the man. Starsky and Hutch, utter Uber fan. But I saw this. I was like, yeah, getting there, Des. He's found this Escort here with a big crack down the passenger seat door. That's right, because this is an English version. And he's filled it up and he's sanded it back. I mean, Des, you're literally making yourself a potential stand-in for Wired on Wednesdays with this. And then give it a nice bright yellow coat. I tell you, I might have put a bit too much brightness on that because you're losing a little bit of the... It's a really nice finish. That yellow is a nice finish. Oida! He's come, he's seen, and he's walked out. Nice to see you. I had an F1. Yeah, because Steve does make it. Steve does make it. Yeah, no worries. Oida, nice to have your company. It's the grandfather of the house, as they say. Now, there is an accolade, mate. There you go. Actually, that's quite a fitting little, title for Oida. He's the grandfather of the hobby. I like that. Nothing to do with him being 558 years old, but nevertheless, Oida. It can be used in many contexts. Is the Oida. Right then, track focus. Track focus is here, everyone. We are on the track focus vibe. Yes. Oh, I absolutely love this part of the day. So, this is... So I was thinking about tracks the other day and the beauty of chopping and changing them. And it is the thing, isn't it? Is if you've got a slot car track, you're not restricted really overly to space. You can set it up to be what you like. Oh, hang on a second. What's this? 20 minutes to go. No, it will be sooner than 20 minutes. Exactly. Read the screen and weep it, Darren. That's right. And just so there's no messing around, I'm talking to you, Daz, and Rob. It will be sooner than 20 minutes. See, I'm ready for you punks this time. There you go. So, but yeah, here we go. Right, let's get in. Shot of the week is to Rob Sale. Love it. And Rob, personal request and indent from Track Fans TV HQ, but a personal request from yours truly. And I don't know when this switch over happened, but surely, right, like us lot being fossil dinosaur people, we grew up really taking photographs in landscape, like sideways, Rob. What is with people, right, just doing portrait photos all the time? Oh, there's a nice picture of the scenery of the countryside. Yeah, do a portrait shot and see absolutely none of it. Absolutely none of it. Exactly. So, anyway, this is Rob Sale. Let me just cover that over. Okay, so let me just help you out here. Right. Don't do that, right? Do that. Where's my phone? Right. That is for punks. That, take a photo like that. Not like that. Like that, please. Because it makes the visuals on the TV look. Otherwise, I've got to stretch it as much as I can to make it big for the screen. And the only person enjoying that right now is Ruben and Albert, because they're I don't even know what Gen is at the moment. Are we still in Gen Z, or are we in a new Gen at the moment? New Gen. But yeah, this is a mega good project that Rob has been working on. Totally love this. It is it's the Reims pit buildings from Magnetic Racing, showing off his GT40 collection. He's got walls have just come in now, dividing up the paddocks, and it's a work in progress. And you know, I mean, considering his arthritis is kicking in nowadays, I think Rob's doing all right, and he's clearly had to rush out so I can get away with saying what I want, because he's not here to chase me down. Are you trying to imply the Irish are fraudsters? I'm not having it for 2 minutes. Big Harry will be on the case in a minute. He'll be on there. He's watching, you know. Okay, let's have a look. See here. Who's going to be taller, Nico or Steve SPB? That is a good call, man. My money's on Steve SPB. Yeah, I'd say by 20 mil. So Steve has it. Steve has it. But we'll see in May. It'll be a tall off between the two internet giants. That is SPB Steve Slots and the slot car Duderino. So well done, Rob. Great shots. I really enjoyed it. I quite like a night shot, you know. It must be something, because the next shot is AI driven. Just to put a caveat in there, everyone. I know it's not a real shot, but the kind of mood setting, the kind of excitement in the image. Just pull the comments down. I'll just take my face off the screen for this, so you can have a quick look. I really, really like this shot. It's just, it inspires action. You know, I feel like, you know, kids, do not put your slot car track in the shower to get this effect. Do not put your slot car track in the shower, please. Right, just so it's very clear. Do not put any electrics in the shower, young track fans. Right, good. Now we've got that covered off. Back on points. So yeah, really enjoyed this. Couple of the P4s, I think. Feel free to correct me if I get it wrong. And because I'm an anorak nerdy spotter, these barriers here, the Formula One, the Allianz, the Pirelli, the P0, I've got them. I got them. They were from the late great Slot Track Scenics company. David and Guy. I hope they're keeping well. Do miss them guys. But yeah, how good is this? Love this track. Yeah, it reminds me of the Milton Keynes swap meet last weekend. It was literally like that for 3 hours, from 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. So everyone looked out the window and went, nah, I'll go to Leatherhead or Orpington or somewhere like that. All right, so off of track. There you go, Yanto. Yanto in the house still, maybe. Oh, come on, give me a break. So that is Yanto's test track, because Yanto's fortunate enough, he's going to have a number of tracks going on. I thought I had to respect him. Yeah, I know that took a lot to say. That reminds me of the whole of 2026 so far. That is about right. There you go. He's got his is that sport or digital, that power base? I think it's sport, isn't it? Anyway, Yanto, thank you for your service. Is a former veteran, and that little sort of silver mark there on the screen next to his name is like a little kind of, don't know, it's like it might be coming across like a dirty mark on the screen. That's actually the parachute regiment's cap badge. And so there you go. I thought I'd appease him and just give him a little bit of an ego massage. But no, I like that little track. He's got digital, 2 sections of digital. He's got his lap counter there. Nice setup for a mini quick test the cars, get onto it. I might get into slot boats. Yeah, paras, exactly. Filthy, mate, filthy. Hello, Janu. How you doing, my friend? You all right? Yeah, Des is onto it. He knows. I might leave Des's comment up there on the screen, actually, because it covers the mark. Oh, I got it. Where the GT40s? Yeah, good shot, wasn't it, Steve? Okay, so I like this. I just thought I'd share a bit. And don't forget. Let me just cover up that mark on the screen. There you go. It's not the idea of track focus is just have a little sneak peek about how people have got their tracks. Not interested in whether it's a feat of engineering or, something to try and take on the structure like the 7th bridge. But it is just to have a little idea. Just give you guys, if you haven't got a big space or a big track, it doesn't matter. Racing is everything. So trust me, you can deslot, you can drift, you can do all the things you can on a mega track on this track. You're just going to have faster lap times, right? So I wonder what the lap times on this would be. What do you reckon? 2 seconds? 2.5? 1 second? I mean, it's quick. It's quick. Yeah, and you get like someone like Nico rock. Oh, shoot. You get someone like Nico rocking up with his race box to like getting that down to 0.5 of a second. All right, then. So let's move into our next track. We start the VTs now. Oh, awesome. What do we got to start with? Slot circuits. Okay, so slot circuits is a nice little track. Oh, pressed the wrong button, of course. One button, Pete, one button. Right, here we go. So we're going to get this one on the stage. Yes. So what drew me to this one? I love this. Nice up and over. And then it goes up the hill at the back there. And you got out kind of figure of 8 almost, right at the top ground. Yeah, not bad, that one. Not bad. Should we check that one out again? We'll just talk through it. Oh, hang on. I've got a bit of an update here. A bit of an update from the Yanto. Thank you, what are you doing? Oh, I know why. I'm in the wrong place. There you go. So this track here, 2.3 seconds. Yes, with the Fly GT40. That is what you're looking at. Right. Replicate that track in your house and see if you can take Yanto on a run. But we were having a look at slot circuits. We'll have a quick recap. I like it. It goes up, it goes round, it goes under, and it comes down. And it is fast, 2-lane track. Drifts out on the bottom there. You see that drift? Yeah, this is a nice track. I think I like that as well. What do you mean it's a single lane track? So it is. Okay. Eagle eyes, Daz. Eagle eyes. All right. So we'll take that down. We'll get rid of that one. That was cool. Loving your work there. Next on the show, Eve. Oh, I like this one. I know what's coming here. This is one of my personal favorites for this week. This is a sweet little track. Sweet little track. And here we go. Yeah! We got ourselves a truck. HO circuit. The detail over there. All the we'll talk through it in a second. All right then, so if we just bring our volume down a little bit. So we have there's a couple of things here that I thought were dead cool. Firstly, not only is it a truck, but it's a truck with a trailer. Is that the stuff dreams are made of? Not only a truck, but a truck with a trailer. You got to tell me to put the comments back on the screen, everyone. I'm seriously. There you go. All right, let's roll it out. Just keep an eye on. There was something up the top that I quite liked. I like the fact that he's utilising space with a lot of overhangs. But it's when he gets up to the back here. Ready? Oh, he's miles away. This track is massive. It's a road train. Oh, hold on. Oh, come on. Right there. See all those yellow bits there at the top of the track? They are mega, right? That is like loading cranes. You get them at the docks, or you get them in like places that use heavy machinery or heavy products. That truck looks familiar. That'll do it. It's a road train. Keep on trucking. Love the trucks, says Slotar. I'll let it play a little bit while I'm going through some of these comments. I would have put Convoy, because that is one of my favorite films ever. But I'd get literally copyrighted in a heartbeat. 10/4 says 10-4. That's a big 10-4. Arizona, noon, 7th of June is the eyeball over the pass. Sing along at the back. Old dog Mac on a Canon back in a Jaguar, hauling ass. Yeah. See? Some great stuff here. Let's keep that rolling. Just put some of these. The second trailer is bad as heck, says Brad. I have a Kiss HO truck that I really like, says DK. 47 watching, 25 thumbs up. Well done, Daz. That is a good shout. Good shout. So Evad is the provider of this track. It looks good with scenery, not just a spaghetti track. Yeah, that is a good point, because we've seen some of the tracks around these parts lately. Container cranes. That's exactly right, Des. Eastbound and down. We have a bear in the sky. Yeah, we have a bear in the sky. Yeah, we got a bear in the hardware on the bridge. Roger, rubber duck. That is a 10-4. Brilliant. I love that. That is such a cool little track, man. Made my day when I saw it. Okay, who we got next? Okay. RPM Slot Car Raceway. So this is a little bit looking in from a club perspective. And we'll just check the volumes before I put this on and get this on the stage, get you guys cranked up, ready to go. And here we go. So look at this. Now, I like this track. I like the track because it's adverse. Look, it's not flat in the slightest. It is up, banked, curved, turned, twisted, adverse. It is not a flat track. Now, it hasn't been speeded up. This is actually the speed of these cars. These are 1 in 24 by the look of it. Not wing cars, brisker cars, whatever you want to call them. Plastic molded cars. I think that's what this is. So a really quick track. Very quick indeed. I mean, are those cars fast enough? Exactly. It's Smokey with a 2-day. Coloured bullets on that track, says DK. Yeah, those cars are super fast because they're the 1 in 24. These are the ones that they stop the track if there's a D slot. It's like, you know, when the cars are going this fast and they have brass metal chassis, I get the whole stop the track when there's a D slot, because if you put your hand on the track and this thing comes round, you're going to lose fingers. So I get that. What I don't get is when you're racing on a 1 in 32 scale wood track and then someone D-slots because they're an absolute D-slotter and they stop the track. And you're like, why have you stopped the track? And they're like, you D-slotted. I'm like, that's my issue that I'm now last place for the rest of the race because I D-slotted. Don't stop the track and ruin someone else's chances of being first place. I mean, that's like, if you were sort of maybe, if you like whip someone out on the corner by accident, of course, you know, that's your advantage to stop the track, and then you just lose all your momentum. But I mean, it's crazy because this stuff here is like mega fast indeed. And I don't want to, it's just an illusion. That's about right. King track, 2.25 seconds with a B stock. Wow, got the superchargers fully blown. How can you tell they're moving too fast? Because I'm going cross-eyed, Bo. I don't think there's a flat bit of track at all on this track. No, you are right. There is not, I don't think. Maybe the starting point there, just in front of where those fine gentlemen are stood up and on the podium. I think this would be a hilarious track to have a go on if you just had a couple of beers. That'd be amazing. So we'll get rid of that one. Make sure I delete the right one. Yes, there you go. Oh, handsome. Add that one to the stage. So we're getting through it. Got a couple more to go. 1, 2, 3 more tracks left. Then we can have a little look at a new product from Magnetic Racing. So stay tuned for that. I think if you're into... no, just stay tuned for it. I'm not going to give it away right now. So that was RPM Slot Car Raceway. Can't remember for the life of me. Been trying to stall so I can remember where they are in the world. I just have no idea, really. Resi Spain Scalextric Hyperclass. This is a sneak. This right. Hypercars are coming in. I don't know if you noticed in the last 2 years, they've been nibbling through the manufacturers with the new ranges, with the new designs. And you started to notice that people have started to set up race events with it. And now we're noticing, especially I've seen it in the UK, some of the clubs, including Rockingham, are now incorporated the prototype as one of the classes that they will race through the year. Excuse me. So prototypes are around, and they're going to be around for the foreseeable future, I think, because they bring a whole new wealth of release for product manufacturers. So, you know, we've got it ourselves here. with Scalextric doing the Cadillac V Series R. Beautiful car, beautifully done, absolutely stunning model by Scalextric. You can see there, Cadillac V Series R. Did I say R Series? No, I did. V Series R. That's right. Yeah. But just a really nice bit of kit. And I tell you what, right? I don't know whether it was some manufacturing teething issues from when they moved their production line from China to Vietnam. But so the late part of 2024, when they started that relationship, there was a kind of consensus around, especially when they released this. Rob Sale's going to fall off his chair when he sees this. He was not happy at all. There's just a feeling that it was just a little bit, yeah, I know they're toys, but it was just a little bit plasticky, a little bit toy. It just didn't feel, it just didn't feel like a proper slot car. It just felt more like like a middle aisle toy that you get in a lower brand supermarket. Whereas last year they sorted their shop out and they got the quality right and they got the detailing right on the most parts. Okay, I know that there might have been a couple of issues, but on the most part, I'm talking about the production quality now. They got that sorted. So I am personally really excited to get this open later, right? And see what car's in the box. Just realized that was cutting out a hell of a lot of light. Wow, who knew? Okay. Got there after an hour and 33 minutes. Lost my train of thought, of course, because I was blinded by the amazing Scalextric V Series R, Cadillac V Series R. So what we've seen is, as the intro of this video, of this live stream shared, the forthcoming NSR prototype release. Bada bing, bada boom, as they say. That is lovely. Yep. Yep. No worries, Daz. I'm hiding behind the comments. No, I'm not. I'm back now. You don't have to knock the other guy off the track to have the track to be stopped. Yeah, well, it's all for the show. De-slotted car blocking other lanes under the bridge, unseen, needs a track call. Stop! Nah, I just think that, if you ain't looking a little bit ahead of your car, you're just focused on your car, you are going to die on the track. You're going to get smashed up. Prototypes are a bit tail heavy. Geschwindigkeit. My accent's a little bit ropey. You'd have to forgive me. Schulens is a bit bow. That means, excuse me, please, in German. 100% agreed on only essential track calls. On only essential track calls, overdriving should bring its own penalty. Shh, you get me cancelled here, Rob. We're like overdriving. I like just race like I stole it. That's how I drive. Hypercars send Dave to sleep. Hypercars haven't tempted me yet. The new yellow Porsche from Scalextric is close. Oh, yeah. RS 500 in the box. Yes. So that was just going back to looking at talking about the hypercar, because that's exactly what this next clip is going to show us. So if we go to that now, here it comes. Thank you, and is it one? Nice track. Let's watch it again. Oh yeah, quality. It is banging it around there, isn't it? I mean, that is literally taking no prisoners. So just keep it rolling for the second in case people are looking up over there. Cornflakes, just to see what's happening. what's happening is the Scale Auto Hyperclass car, first time track test. And this is at the Resi Spain Scale Auto events. There it goes again. We'll take it off the screen after this one before Slotar falls asleep. He's not a fan. I don't know. Jury's out with me at the moment. I honestly, I just don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking about it. But I've got the Oreca, the Slot It Finding Nemo. So I've got one for club racing. So, and I got the Cadillac. Oida sent me a nice prototype the other year, but I wasn't really kind of getting it at the time, in fairness. And now I've ruined it because of the guide. He did say he'd sort it for me, so I might take him up on that. In fact, yes, Oida, if you're watching this back, Nico, or if you're watching this, Anders, and get him a message, bring some tools to Gaydon. I'll bring my toolbox anyway, but bring some tools because I got a feeling you might be doing a little guide change on the Oreca. And do you remember the pinion issue on the BRM Polycar? I might have done a swap with someone. And yeah, I got exactly the same problem on the one that I've got now than the good one that I swapped. Brilliant. Saying nothing. Road Tramp Stew, you've got a beauty of a slot car there. So yeah, Scalextric have been teetering around with it for a while now. This is battered. Look, it's got no windscreen or anything. So it has been teetering around. It's just coming out now. NSR have picked it up. Scale Auto have picked it up. Slot It are on it already, of course, as you know. So the brands are getting onto it. Now, I think you've got to roll with it, or we'd all still be riding around in Alfa Romeo 8Cs from Brooklands, pre-1950 war car. You're going to look at my RS500 in a box while this is on. Yeah, absolutely. Well done. Okay, so, right, next is, I hope it is Jim Ballard. Now, you've got to join me, right? Because you're all super fans of Jim already. We all love you, Jim, if you watch this, or if anyone can get a message to Jim. We are absolutely mega fans, Jim. Mega fans. Because what Jim does is Jim does the best slot car crashes on the internet. He's got the right angle, the right frame rate, slow motion speed, and it is just great. So when I saw an overview of the whole track the other day, I couldn't believe it. I was just like a kid in a sweet shop. So please join me now while we have a little look-see at what Jim is bringing to the party outside of focused crashes. Here we go. Come on. Cool as a cucumber. I mean, the bank curves. Yeah. There you go. Let's get around on it again. Here we go. Just turn the music down a sec. So we just stop there. How do I pause this? Pause. Take it back. Check this out. Yeah. Here. This is what I like, right? So it's the detail on the scenery. Look at the attention to detail on this kind of little ravine that is sort of the bottom of the screen in the center, just off the track. There's so many different colors, textures, sizes. He must have just sat here for 4 weeks just painting that little section there. And of course, he's weathered everything to be sort of like a red desert, almost like a Nevada desert feel, like a Las Vegas. And you've got things like, you've got the telegraph poles, you've got scrap tires everywhere, you've got cactuses, you've got the flag. That's what I love about Americans. They're proud of their flag. They are absolute 100% patriots. Break out the flag, not flag loonies who write on them. That means something to someone. Utter patriots. They pull the flag out and they're like, yeah, this is where we're from. So don't like it, deal with it. Not offensive at all in America to put your flag out. Unlike here. So well done, Jim. That's it. I'm getting flags on my track. The what's it? Operation Raise the Colours is happening on my track. Look at that bank corner. And he's even, right? I mean, just check this out. Check this out. He's even. Let me just come back to that. Look at that, right? See, like, it's not just the fact that he's gone to the lengths of putting a catch fence on there. He's weathered the catch fence and put debris hanging off the catch fence. Like, see all the little bits like floating down, along with the weathered billboards. How cool is that? This track rocks. Is that a MAGA track? No, it's not a MAGA track. It's a track which has got a American. See, that's the problem. Soon as you fucking put out a flag, and I'll put a pound in a box in a minute, it puts you in a box. It puts you in a box, and that is wrong. So break out your flag, Bo. You should be proud of your flag. Break out your flag in America, Brad. You should be proud of that. Daz, break out your flag. You should be proud of that. Robbie in the Welsh Valley, not sure about your flag, but no, I'm really joking. I'm joking. Anyway, right, let's get on to it. This flag business. I don't want any more flag business. Let's do this instead. We've got another track here. Right. So, top flag. I'll do an IOU because it's in the car. I used the pound for the shopping trolley the other day, but I changed jeans. So it's not here, but I noted. There you go. See? He's got his flag, Slotter's flag behind him. It's proper. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to design our own flags. Oh, that's a great idea. Like a creative thing, like a flag. Yeah, that's a great idea. Right. In the meantime, while we're just talking about how we can decorate our tracks to give them identity, we've got this little track here. Now, this track, I'll make no bones about it. The video, right, is about 3 minutes long. Okay, so it's about 3 minutes long. What I'll do is I'll put up a ticker tape so that if people are coming, they know that they're actually in the right place. There you go. Right. So I'm going to roll this. I'm going to use the opportunity quickly to go and take a comfort break. That's the word I'm looking for. So we'll add this to, right. So this is the most random track you'll have seen in your life. Now he goes around it. Firstly, pay attention to that guy there laying down at the top of the screen. Little sweepstake. Does he fall asleep by the end of this little clip, or does he see some action? What do you think? Does he fall asleep, or does he see some action? Slot car flag day. It's the Danelaw flag. Get in. Oi, 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 says Fox and Walls. Brilliant weathering. Oh, yeah, totally brilliant weathering on Jim Ballard's track. Right, so I'm going to roll this and I will see you in a couple of minutes because I'm just going to break for comfort break. Right, here we go. On it, in it. Alrighty then, I'm back. So what do we reckon? What do we reckon on this track? I mean, seriously, who come up with this idea? This is excellent. He's getting hit with a car in the face. This is Dave Slaughter. Oh, he's got his head down, everyone. He's got his head down. Is he going to go? Is he going to go? Action, says Lucy Ray, says Anders. Bless him, his Sparko. No. He's proper famous now in the hobby, isn't he? Who's marshalling there? Oh, look, yeah! Come on! He's hoodwinked everyone. He literally hoodwinked everyone. He was there, eagle-eyed. I thought he was Sparko as well. I did, until that point where he stepped up and was counted. Fantastic Edmonton slot car racing Edmonton, beg your pardon. So get rid of that one. Brilliant. Get rid of that. Are we done with? Yeah. So there we go. Okay, so we normally finish track focus on a little inclusion from Mount Stromlo. But I thought Mount Stromlo needs a bit of a break. So Mount Stromlo is back next week, full of fun and action as usual. And yeah, so there you go. Mount Stromlo come back. It needs a break. I mean, we've literally trashed it for good 5-6 shows now. So let's give them a week off to sort out the track, recover, replenish the refrigerator, the fridges with the beer. There we go. Right. See you later, Daddy-O. Nice one, Dave. Take care. He did get action, says Anders. He did. -20. -20. Oh, my God. That is, don't ever tell Mrs. Brown she'll be moving over there. Right then. So what we have here is a little new product from Magnetic Racing. I got a little video clip to share with you of this. So pop this on the screen now. There we go. Boosh. Is it playing? Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's a walk around the new product. Oh, I didn't put the sound on. All right. Well, Ian, unlucky for you. Doug, definitely unlucky for you too. I'm going to have to do the commentary around this. So that garage door there is interchangeable to the other side there where you got the big window. You can swap them around if you like, or have two garage entrances. You got little peak holes. The detail is incredible with the beams there. This is a true American gas station. So if you want something that's a bit US, a bit, you know, detailed, you can. The 3D printed pillars of the building, which hold the building upright, add a new dimension. And as you can see, the lid comes off so you can do some in-house diorama scenery. Yeah, just a really nice bit of kit. He's pointing out here the variants of the roof tile colors, 3D printed pieces like the gas pumps, the columns, and those bits there. So you get the figures, you get all of those extras with this bit of kit. All right. Oh, that's quite neat. The door opens. That must be a new feature. So there you go. Right. Pull this away for the moment. Or, hang on. Do we lead this nicely into one of these? It's truly awesome, isn't it? Those boys do know how to do a party. And then just in case you're in the session now and you weren't in the session earlier, Mag Racing are having their own open day on the 7th of March. So 2 weeks yesterday. So 2 weeks time, get down there. If you like any of that stuff you just saw in the advert or in their own videos, then you can check them out. They are literally having an open day for you to go down there and see what they're talking about. So what's your verdict on this product, everyone? I think, what's this here? Uncle Dude. He there for action. Yeah, that was the young lad at the bottom of the fantastic new buildings. So Slot Car 2021. Exactly. What did you think, Internet? Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. What? That's awesome. Okay, cool. And then on to 1 in 32 scale, strictly figures. It's looking blank, but it certainly is not, because what I'm doing here now, if you like what she does, we're having our competition, aren't we? So we're having a competition to win the house, the merch store, and all of its contents. So if you like that, you quids in. We've got Pat running the till. That's what you need. Pat on the tiller. Not Attila Pat. That would be slightly off. God rest your soul, brother. So we're doing that competition. And then I'm definitely going to, now I've finished with the face, with the fire, with the whatever else is in my way, I'm going to get going on the info on the competition. So that is Tara's section this week. And then, as you see there, we come round to the back and to the top of the show. There you go, boys and girls and people of all ages. We have ourselves a Slot Car show, oven baked for another Sunday. Absolute quality. Anyway, what are you up to this weekend just before we sign off? What is happening today? You got much on? Oh yeah, going for Chinese later. It's the father-in-law's birthday, the outlaw. So we're going over to Chinese to have a food and then away. I love this nowadays because we can go out to dinner with the father-in-law and leave the children at home. Yep. So God knows what they're going to eat later because I ain't cooking it. I'm going to Chinese. I can't wait. How do you enter competition? Yanto, it is a raffle, my friend. So what I'll do is, hang on. And we've got the raffle book. And we're doing a raffle, Yanto. It's £1 a ticket. When you transfer your money over to Tara, she then sends me a name to write on the back of the ticket. So I'm going to do a post about it. Now that I've got my face back, I can do some filming and stuff without like having to worry about it wincing all the time. It's not a great look, is it? Yeah. Hey, track fans all the time. You just can't be yourself. So, oh, hello. Off March 1st, Scaly swap meet. No buying cars for us. Why? Why would you not be buying cars? You want a diet? Just sort that out. I trust Tara, but yeah, that's why we're putting her email address down, not mine. There you go. To the Poppy Appeal, also known as the British Legion and children's charity. Yeah, almost 2 p.m. Well done, Brad. I tell you what, I really appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. Good to have your company and your input as always. Very positive contributor to the chat. So no, I really appreciate it, mate. And good night to you. And if Rahul is still watching, unbelievable. Can't believe Rahul is there. Sleep well, brother. All the guys over there. All the guys in Australia, they're all going down the pub now because it's about 6, 7 o'clock p.m. And I am going to the garage to work up an appetite for the Chinese later. Right. Anyway, guys, right. You have a good day on the track, slotting it, keep it in the slot, keep it real. Albert, Wilf, Ray, be good for your parents and watching you. If you're not, I'll send round Nan and Rich and they'll sort you out. Yeah, there you go. Right, cool. I think we've got ourselves a Slotcast show. Anyway, have a good week ahead. I'll see you on screen. Of course, we've got stuff to do, places to be. All the best, track fans, all together now at the back. Track fans!